Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me back on the channel again today. So I have a tag video for you. This is the Booktubers I Love Tag. Before we get into the questions, please make sure to click the subscribe button below and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. So I was tagged by Mindy over at Mindy's Book Journey. I had just recently subscribed to Mindy's channel just a few weeks ago, I think. So Mindy is also a lover of all things horror, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys went over and showed Mindy some love. So this is a really short tag. It's just 5 questions, but I really love these types of videos because even from me watching booktubers that I love, I've discovered other smaller booktubers that really don't have a whole lot of exposure, and they have great little channels, and so I love these types of videos, and I really wanted to do this one. So question 1 is, what was the first booktuber you ever subscribed to? And for me, that was Books with Chloe. And I think right at the beginning of 2020, I was kind of starting to get out of my decade-long reading slump, and I wanted to get back into reading more and more, but I didn't really know kind of what was out there. And at the time, I actually didn't know that BookTube was even a thing. But I was quite frequently on YouTube on other channels, and I just happened to go in and do a search, I think, on like new books or like new fantasy or something like that, because at the time I had just finished the 4th book in the Game of Thrones series, and when I put in the search, Books with Chloe was the one that popped up first. And I still watch Chloe on a regular basis. She reads a lot of YA fantasy, which has been kind of problematic for me as of late. I don't read much YA fantasy anymore, but she also has a gorgeous aesthetic, and I love her videos and her journaling. And she also has a little bit of a spooky side as well. She loves all things spooky and Tim Burton, and I just love Chloe's channel. It's a fairly large channel. I believe she has about 75,000 subscribers, and it's just fantastic, so go check her out. Question number 2 is, what's the most recent booktube channel you subscribe to? And for me, that is Holly by Golly Books. And Holly has some really great videos. I love her reviews. She's so engaging, and she reads a little bit of everything, but she does have some spooky thrillers and horrors in there as well. And I love her recommendation videos. She does a lot of themed sort of recommendations, like, you know, books to read when it's cold and snowy kind of thing. And she just has a gorgeous channel, so I've been watching a lot of Holly lately. And question number 3 is, name 3 booktubers that you would like to give a shout out to. And for this question, I again wanted to stick to mostly small booktubers, and I've been watching a lot of these channels lately as well, and I've discovered most of these channels by watching these types of videos. So the first one is Penelope's Picks. Penelope also reads a lot of horror, and I find that her tastes are very similar to my own. So of course that means that I get tons of recommendations from her, and I absolutely love the way that she does her vlogs. I find that it's just kind of like a casual conversation that you're having with a friend, and I can just pop it on and you kind of feel that you're right there with her reading the books. So the next channel is Author D.L. Tillery, and this is a booktube but also a author-tube channel, and I had actually read one of her stories in Local Haunts just a few months ago when that anthology came out. And check out that anthology, it's actually really good, and all of the stories are by horror tubers. And I fell in love with her story, and then I went and checked out her channel, and she is just fantastic. And a lot of times when she talks about things, she has this sort of salty attitude. She is who she is, and I just love her. And the last YouTube channel I wanted to call out was Typical Books, and I love watching Lydia. Her voice is so soothing. She has one of those channels you just want to pop it on and just listen to her speak, and she has a lot of recommendations and reviews for books that are not so mainstream. So if I want to read something that's a little bit indie, I tend to go to Lydia's channel. She has tons and tons of recommendations, and she is an author herself as well. She also has a story in Local Haunts and many others, and other books. So her writing is fantastic, her channel is fantastic, and she is also part of the Horror Writers Association, and I find that I get so much information from her. And question number 4 is, name your favorite YouTuber that is not a booktuber. And for me, that is Jake Monroe. Jake is absolutely hilarious. He does a lot of reaction videos and try not to laugh sort of videos, and just his sense of humor is just outstanding, and I find myself, I'm crying and I can't catch my breath because I'm laughing so hard. He has the most amazing attitude, and I also love his makeup tutorials. I've gotten a lot of my own sort of goth glam looks from him, and he has some videos as well that are very positive. He's such a positive person, and he has some videos for, you know, how to kind of deal with people when you're sort of alternative and dealing with bullying, and, you know, just be you. And I absolutely love that. And besides having a very successful YouTube channel, Jake also has a band called Monroe. I will try to insert a clip here of some of their music. So they are definitely one of my favorite, and it's not only my favorite indie band, they're one of my favorite bands, like, just period right now. I love their music and I love their look and aesthetic, and yeah, that's probably why I have so much trouble with my hearing. And number 5 is tag 14 booktubers. And I just want to throw it out there. If you've seen this video, you can consider yourself tagged. Please go ahead and make a video of your own. But I do also want to call out 14 booktubers from my own list, and I watch all of these booktubers regularly, and I really hope there's some suggestions for my followers to go check out some other channels. So we have Are You Into Horror, Jason's Weird Reads, Jordaline Reads, The Bookish Report, Dane Reads, Gloria McNeely, Anda Kent, The Booktubers, Regina's Haunted Library, Josie the Reading Witch, Pink Paradox Reads, Janine Horror Writer, Donnie Goodman, and Harpies in the Trees. So there you guys go. That is the Booktubers I Love tag. I hope I've provided some suggestions for channels that you guys can go follow yourselves as well. I absolutely love all of these guys. Please, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below, because you guys know that I love chatting with you. So until next time, stay spooky, guys. Bye.